growing up lesbian, gay, bisexual or trans is a difficult time for anyone. All you see around you is people's prejudice and countless negative images. There are few positive role models and no one you can turn to for advice and no one you know who really understands. Loneliness and depression are all too common. For some young people though, life is even more difficult. They come out or their parents find out that they're gay and they end up homeless or living in an abusive or hostile environment. Often they have been totally rejected by both their families and their friends. Have you ever been bullied or are you being bullied and you think that there's nothing you can do to stop it, that no one has your back and that all the bystanders are there just to turn a blind eye? There is hope to be found and there are people and places you can turn to and they're ready to listen and help. When you're teased or bullied you feel like you brought it all onto yourself as you didn't fit in with everybody else, but you're not alone. You didn't do anything to deserve that daily torment that you're facing. There have been some voices that have been silenced because of bullying and taunting, and this has led to the senseless suicides of LGBT youth in the United States of America and here in the UK. But there are probably more cases that we've not heard about. There are youngsters out there struggling, as it's hard to find a sense of identity in a cruel, chaotic and unforgiving world. One life lost in this way is senseless, so before you take a drastic action, it could be your last. Know there is a world out there ready and willing to listen, to love you for you. Know you have friends and you're loved and you're certainly not alone. Call one of the organisations that are out there to help. Stonewall, Out West, the Albert Kennedy Trust or a local LGBT switchboard spring to mind. Being a teenager and figuring out who you are is hard enough without being bullied. It might seem challenging right now, but life is not without its challenges, but you have so much to look forward to. Now I do remember being made fun of at school, and I was picked on because I was quiet and I was different. But I took an interest in sports because that seemed to make people popular. And it meant that I could blend in. It for me was my hope of decreasing discrimination in the life ahead of me. It worked and my school life did become a little bit easier because of it. I want you to affirm who you are though, because being who you are and affirming who you are makes you different. It makes you who you are, it makes you special, it makes you interesting, and it also makes you fun to talk to. Now there is a wide world of possibilities out there just waiting for you, so please don't be down on yourself because you are different. Differences are a source of strength and they're also a source of pride. And you will look back and see with compassion just how far you've come in that journey, and that's going to help you and others in the future. Yes, that future that sounds so bleak right now, but it will show you what it's like to be a role model and stick your head above that parapet and to treat everyone with the respect they deserve. You understand what people are going through because you've witnessed it with their eyes as they walk in your shoes. Now things will get easier and people's minds will change, and you should be alive to see that. I know you want to fit in, I know you want to be accepted, and I know you want to be part of the average, but you don't have to blend in. Affirm who you are inside first, and the rest will follow. People will be drawn to you because of who you are, because you are different, because of your difference of opinion, but because they like you and they want to get to know you. Now I know it's hard, but I am here to tell you that I have gone through it. And I have been bullied, and I have been taunted, and I have thought about suicide. But thank God I didn't go through with it, because I would never have had the opportunity to captain a hockey team, or have the great friends in my life that I have. Now I know I've enriched their lives just as much as they're doing mine. If someone had told me though as a teenager that I'd be living in London, I'd be fulfilling childhood dreams, I'd be a trustee for an LGBT charity and the co-chair of my work's LGBT staff network group, I would have never believed them. But I am glad that I've held on, and I'm living my journey and my voice hasn't been silenced. So please don't silence your voice. You might not get to meet your best friend, or you might not get to meet the person that you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with. So please, if you've had enough of this life, hang on. Find comfort in your friends and the organisations that are out there to help you, because everybody hurts sometimes, but please know that you're not alone. Being gay doesn't mean that you're rubbish, and it doesn't mean that you're worthless. It means you're a human being, you are worthy, you are great, and you deserve to be loved, and you deserve to be understood. Please believe me, it does get better. It may not seem that way, but it does. And by celebrating our LGBT history, we can make it happen. Make the most of your talents because you will be happy because every day it does get better.